Good morning, everyone. Let's wait like a few minutes for everybody to join. I hope that the topo technique is clear to you guys. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. It's very doubt. So as I'm going for this post thing, I posed it. So I'll be using because I have used the base model. So I'll be using this as my base mesh. Let's see. It's decent. So let's see. That's why I use the base model so that I can save some time here. So right now you can see I have to like I have to UV my model based on the gradient. So before that, what I have to do is I have to push my model to Maya, and then fix all the UV, then bring it back to ZBrush and take my base texture based on the UV, and then push it back to Substance. Then start my actual texture because I have poly painted this thing, so I have a base texture ready already. So instead of redoing it, I can use that for my base mode. So for this, what I'll be doing is base body, right? So let all this unevenness, let it be like this. It doesn't matter. I just have to unwrap it and hide all the sections. And for this, I can control W, one single solid polygon.
Hello,
And
sir.
yes, tell me.
Sir, the screen is not visible, just the wallpaper and that is visible.
Oh, I shared a wrong screen. Sorry. Can you see my refresh now? Is it visible now?
Yes, sir.
Oh, by mistake, I have shared the wrong screen. Okay.
Sir,
So,
I have one more doubt. Why can't we just use ZRemesh guides and use ZRemesh the model here instead of creating the base topology in Maya?
ZRemesh gives you decent topology, but it doesn't work for your eyes, lips, and all. It doesn't work for that.
I
So
mean,
it
we
gives
can
you
fix
decent.
that model instead of making the whole using
Yeah,
Quadro.
yes, that is possible. But thing is, that is not recommended reason. You'll be given with a poly budget for a character. Suppose usually for gaming and all, for a character you'll have like for triple A title and all, you will have around 30 to 40k or 40 to 40k price for a character. Except apart from it, accessories like suppose the clothes and all. So 30, 40k. So within that budget, you have to create the entire model. If you Z-remesh it, you don't have control over your poly budget. So what you have to do is you have to go back and reduce some polygons here and there everywhere, and reduce or increase and fix it. Right. Then what will happen? Your the distribution of polygons will be even. So you have to fix that distribution as well. So it's way
तुला काय नाही करतो का ग स्वतः
uh,
कुठे जातो स्वतः हे करतो ना रे
So it's way too much of work. If you do it like manually, like because this is what you have to do. There's no other way. You cannot skip it. There's no shortcut. Like if anyone told you there's a shortcut, you can do it. Yes, you can use the remesher. Like it works for like some part, like maybe arms, chest, all those areas will work perfectly. But for face, for fingers, for legs, it won't work. You have those areas you have to do manually. There's no other way. Like because those things will not be animation friendly, and then to fix that area is way too much of work. Like manually, you have to match all the loops, all the cuts, and the revision guide have this tendency to create spirals, and spirals are absolutely no. You cannot have spirals, and because this is like in industry, no matter what, you have to retopo your model manually. You have to create manually. There's for production there are a lot of freedom that you can use like for rocks and other hard surface things. You can use directly decimated models because those are not you're not going to animate them. You're not going to do anything with them, right? It's a fixed object. So, but for characters, you have no matter what, you have to manually retopo it. So, like practice this because you need to learn this also because this otherwise there is no what is the point of learning, right? Because while learning there is no shortcut for learning. If you remesh it, you'll get ears and forehead and rest of the parts quite nicely. But for eyes, like if you zoom in, this loops you won't get this loops perfectly. This lips loops you won't get perfectly. So that's why I ask either you use the base model or if you are not using the base model, you have to retopo it. You have to retopo and fix it. I hope like I'm clear, like because this is the process. You have to follow the process because you like when you're working in the industry, there is a set pipeline. You cannot modify. You're not allowed to modify because it's not according to your convenience. It's according to whatever they set. According to whatever they set, this is our pipeline. It's a hard and fast rule. Whatever they gave you the guidelines, whatever the process they suggested, you have to do that only. You cannot modify anything. You cannot even ask. Of course, you can suggest things, but 99% whatever they said, it's a trial and tested process. So this is what you have to follow always. So practice this, learn this thing, because this will help. Because this is how industry works. It's not something like because of course we know Detoku and we know this thing. Okay, we can use these animation all these things, but it's not a correct way to do it. So doing it correct and right way is very important because just for sake of it, I can just simply decimate and because I'm not going to animate, so I can decimate and use it in this model, right? It will give me exact same result, but that's not correct. So retopoing, getting the topology correct, getting the shape correct, and getting that understanding, and plus getting develop that patience. Because in industry, when you create something and they will reject it every time and say this is wrong, no matter how character like output looks. If your loops are wrong, your topology is wrong, your shape is wrong, they're going to reject it. So you have to do it. You have to follow the process and do it the same way. So follow the process, and because there is a set pipeline, so you cannot modify it. It's like that only, and it will be like this. Yes, so like in future maybe like Topogun is because you know what Retopo there is a software called Topogun where they retopo the entire model. It exists because it's required for the industry. So all these things are important, and this is how it works. So follow the process. That's what I'll suggest because the shortcuts won't take you anywhere. Like especially when you're learning, learn everything properly, each and every step, each and every stage. There are no shortcuts. For success, there are no shortcuts. You have to learn everything, practice everything. You have to create high poly, you have to create low poly, you have to create UV it properly. There's like automatic UV doesn't work. All nothing like all these automated things is just for give you a preview or a shortcut to like help you. You can use the automatic UV and then fix it. So you have to manual. There's a lot of manual hard work. You cannot skip on those things. There's no other way. Control W. I'm just creating UV this poly group. Control W. Super poly group. I just created this so that I can use it to unwrap within ZBrush, but this won't be my final UV and this won't be my correct UV. This is just to unwrap it and get the basic UV ready. Then I can modify, I'll push that model to ZBrush and unwrap it, like use this base unwrap and fix my unwrap in Maya and create and move them to each individual tiles and fix it. So let's make sure you are on lowest subdivision, UV, UV master, and switch on polygroup. Symmetry on off doesn't matter. If you switch on polygroup, it will unwrap all the parts based on your polygroup. So you will have multiple UV eyelines. Okay, then just simply click unwrap. If you unwrap quickly, it's unwrapped. So, so I'll go and check if it's unwrapped or not. I can like increase decrease height, doesn't matter. More CD and check to see I have all the individual parts. So this is not you can see UVs are not perfect, but at least I have a decent UV. Then control W, keep only one UV group, morph again and check everything is there correct. Because I'm going to use this pose model. So you can use that C pose model and rig it, or you can just low poly it, and with auto rig you can pose it or bring it to ZBrush and use C pose master, pose it and use it. Or you can after texturing also you can pose it. That also works perfectly. Low poly model, export. Now on the column, let's see, let's create base body. The base body selected. Then base body, then export, then the height, body, height, eyes. So eyes are individually separate. So I can combine them or I can export them together. Let's quickly see. Left eye, right. So there is no confusion. R, right eye, hide this one. Then I have gums. You can select this one. Hmm. Like, so this is like way too high poly. I have to fix all these things. So, so seats are way too high poly for this like tiny seats and all. Way too high poly. So for teeth and all, we can definitely use the animation. Like wherever the shape is, there's no animation because facial structure, hands, and all other parts we usually have. Because one thing to understand, whenever you create character, it should be animatable. If it's not animatable, it's all wrong. It's not acceptable. So that is something we need to understand. That's why we retopo. Like the gums and teeth, that is also we retopo. Like for this teeth, I can like in T pose, I can remesh it and use it because teeth there is no animation. Teeth will act as a teeth and gums will act as a one individual part and move together. So there is no shape changing and nothing is happening there. Right. So I can just simply I can also unwrap this if I want. But I want to remesh it to reduce poly count. Right now it's 87, that's way too much. Yeah. Control W, make sure one single polycube. So see, then how it is. Just you can check the gums also. Yes, gums also have to be topo. So rematch. What happens? You need to connect to the side. Oh, my bad. Symmetry is on. That's why it's working like this. So I have to make sure switch off symmetry. Then rematch. Nails. So nails, if I want, I can keep it separate. Usually for production, like a main character or maybe you have a character where you have close-ups and all, we keep nails separate. If it's a NPC or something, nails can be part of your body, or you can just simply take the nail little on the body like finger. That it works perfectly. So I have those details on my nails, so I will keep it separate and let's unwrap it. Control W, no symmetry, no body group, unwrap. Done. Export, name, file. Then here and all I'll do later. What happened? What happened? Why am I doing this stuff suddenly? This would my file. First all low, move everything into lowest division, then highest range, everything main. Control W, one single polyprop, UV master, symmetry, and done. Done. Save, done. Then I okay, two turns, everything is done. And now we have all these here. That is something I'll export at the end because for here we have to create here and part in Maya. So let's set this thing first. And like you can render out your model directly in the ZBrush also for just for showcase high poly model, or you can use screenshot also for rendering your model directly. In ZBrush, there's an option for external renderer. If you click it, it will open. If you have Keyshot installed, it will automatically open Keyshot and export your entire file to Keyshot, and you can render it out there very easily. Remove this body tag and draw. I do not modify any position or anything until unless we change everything or we fix all UV and everything. So no need to modify. Please do not modify anything. Then length. Then we have eye, left, right, feet, ground, neck. Select everything and everything is imported here. What if you look, select everything, shift right click, soft edit. So this smooth appearance and the cloth and fabric that is also have to export and create it. So let's see that as well. So this is something I have to like reduce the poly count for this. So I can just simply uh, image or like for this kind of stuff, images work perfectly. You can use it, or you can, if you want, you can manually do it also. This kind of stuff is fine. For this fish, you can use it. You just click band or the this thing. Yes, and this is 01. And over here, another one. 02. And the crop also I can export. This is kind of simply quite a high this thing, but this is I have imported from Quickcell Bridge, so I can find a low poly version there with proper texture. So this is no need to export, no need to do anything. I can just simply import it directly into Maya and place it. Okay, there is a problem. and select it. I should be combined, or there's a problem. So I have to select way to high poly also, and it's a video. So I can delete this way to okay, W, so just taking this way to high poly. I can remove it and reduce. If I want, I can reduce it even further. Maybe even further. This is fine. Save, one, maybe slightly more. What? It's like one and two. So, here I can see double sided and there's an issue with this. So I can fix that very easily here. Switch of mixture, switch of symmetry, E, increase for soft selection, double click. You have to move it, double click, go to soft selection, instead of volume, use circle. D and drag, increase, and move it. Make sure there is no intersection. Okay. So now I have to fix my UV, fix my UV plus I have to place everything based on my UV. No need to modify anything, just update the UV. Like body, I'll show you the process. Go to here, you can see you have all the UV stacked in one UV tile, right? But you have to separate them. So like I'll show you like what how you have to separate them. Okay. So here this thing, this is head back side. This is my face. Keep it here. Or select separate it and select the entire thing. You go to UV toolset. You can let's snap it here. Then transform. You can see you have this transform. So under move, it's by default is 0.1 or 0.01. So make sure select it, make it 1. 1 means 1 UV tile. Then move it to left direction or right direction. Move it any direction. Then bring your step smoothly here. You can see it's not unwrapped perfectly. So select space. It's all wrong or like you're seeing here and there. So this entire thing should be together. So Alt H hide. And what I can do is I can let uh, use the smooth select and apply a plane and click here. Okay, sorry, my bad. Planer. So let's click on the circle. It will show you this rotation and rotate this, bring it to the front. So now you have this front view. It almost fits. It's fine now. Go to object mode, let's save. And there are two things you have to remove from this head. Like remove as in you have to separate. Cut this leaf. The mountain is separated. If you want, you can cut it from give me a minute, like just put it there. Huh. So this meeting will restart in 6 minutes, so I'll restart it. So rejoin it. There are like few areas and quick split, cut, cut. I can keep it together also, but like if you separate it, it will become quite easy to manage. You have this entire space without mountain, without eyelid inside area. Anything which is not visible. I just click cut and separate it back. Then select this shift. Oh, sorry, I'm clicking the keyboard. I forgot. Shift, right click, unfold, unfold. It unfolds the entire space. So see, everything is clean and proper. There will be few areas which will create some issues. Those things you have to check manually and fix it. So like this, we have to unwrap everything properly and make sure place them within one unit tile. Unfold, 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 unfold. Why is it like this? Is it not like incomplete? Where is it? Okay. But it's like separated somehow. I don't know. It should be part of this thing. It should be part of this thing. So what you have to do is you have to make sure this entire thing part of O1 UV tile. So layout. It will automatically fit that within that UV tile perfectly as and fit it as much as possible. Or you can do it manually also. If you want, you can reduce the eye, mountain size and all these things. And right now I haven't used any scale. So you can see scale is still different. If I use a scale, it will automatically set the scale. And there is something else there. What is it? I found one tree from somewhere. So like this, have to keep one head in one UV tile. Then this head part, ear part separately in another UV tile, and make sure reduce them slightly. It should not touch your UV border in any case, because whenever it touches a UV border, it basically repeats. So in UDIM, basically we use this one UV tile will have a different UV. This tile will have a separate texture and UV. This third, fourth, respectively, they will have a separate UV and separate texture altogether. So we every individual UV tile have a separate UV and separate texture. So you cannot tile your texture. So make sure it's not like overlapping or overlapping or touching your border UV border. There is UV tile border. So I can select this, and now I can select this one. And because this layout thing works only and only on this tile 1001. This tile is called 1001. This 1001 tile, it works only on here. So move your fixed one and then layout. Okay, you can unfold it and layout. It will come here and fix everything. And I can see there is something. I don't know from where. I really can't see. Ah, this is there are two areas welded. So like this, I have to fit everything within each and every individual UV. This is not correct. I have to fix it. I'm just showing you how to fix your UV select. So put it in your UV tile. So one hand, one UV tile, one face, one UV tile. Each hand will have their separate UV tile, or if you want, you can overlap also. But traditionally, like production, they don't overlap anything. In production, they try to keep everything separate, and based on that, the texture, yes, they can have use the same texture, but if they are separate, they can change it anytime and modify anytime. That's why they keep everything separate. Legs, forearms, hands, torso, front, back, everything separate. And they usually use 8-10 textures per character. That's how it works in production. Gaming works differently, production works differently. Layout. I'm just like simply fitting it here. UV is not perfect, but I'm just like showing you like how to fit it. Shell and UV. If I want to move up, I can move up also, any direction. Layout. UV. Move down and side, like anything I can do it. Like in few seconds, it will restart. So join back. I take this screenshot of this thing.